Yeah. Right, for those who don't know me, I'm Sam, Jim's better looking younger brother. And apparently, so I've heard, that this speech is meant to last as long as the groom makes love. So I think I best wrap it up there, everybody. 3 minutes, eh? Firstly, on behalf of everyone here today, I'd like to say congratulations to Jim and Jess. And to thank you both for getting married on a Friday, so we can all have an extra day off work. Yay! I was over the moon when Jim asked me to be his best man. And there's a lot riding on this speech today, if I'm honest. Because I feel like I've had to make a real effort. Because Jim's told me that today, if I do a really good job, that I can be the best man at his next wedding as well. I really am honoured to be Jim's best man today. And my main duty is this speech. Having done nothing like this before, and being the geek that I am, I turned to the internet to help me out with my research. 6 or 7 hours later, I found some really good stuff online. And then I remembered I was meant to be looking for speeches. I can believe that, really. Don't get history. In all seriousness, Jim is the real best man today, and we can all say that he's actually scrubbed up well and he's looking really good. And he actually asked me why we were getting ready this morning. He said, "Sam, you know, you're a young, fashionable young lad. Have you got any grooming tips for my big day?" I says, "Yeah, don't do it, Jim, it's illegal." There are many things I can embarrass Jim about in front of all you people, and it might disappoint you, but I'm not going to do that to him on his big day. Aww. I'm not going to tell you about the time in primary school. I'm not going to tell you about Jim. What was that? Cello, yeah. Surprised to get back to the ball. I'm not going to tell you about Jim earning an allotment for the past few years, despite the fact he's not a retired 60-year-old. I'm not going to go into too much detail about the time Jim tried it out as an online entrepreneur. Buying a second-hand car off eBay, Jim thought he could sell the parts and make quite a tasty profit from it. However, the only thing Jim managed to sell was the toolkit out of the glove box. Just stick to drawing buildings for now. And as some of you are aware, that we went to Bristol for Jim's stag do. I'm going to stick to what happens in Bristol stays in Bristol. So I don't think it's my duty to tell you about Jim stumbling around Bristol asking people for directions to Swindon. Or I found him asleep outside the hotel room. Absolutely gone. Enough about Jim. I think we can all say that Jess, along with the bridesmaids, is looking beautiful today. And Jess, you're smart, funny, you're caring, and you deserve a good husband, but Jim will have to do for you. I think it's just short of your 9 minutes this morning. Finally, I'd like to thank everybody. Finally, I'd like to thank everybody that's made today happen, and I'd like to thank Jim and Jess for inviting us all to be part of their special day. And now, if I could ask you to all be upstanding for me and raise a toast to the new Mr. and Mrs. Wakeling, to Jim and Jess.
Jim and Jess.
Cheers, everybody.
Well done, Sam.